Hello everybody, and I hope you're doing well. Okay, at time of filming this video, we are a good way through sorting the engine out, tidying it up, painting it up, making it look good to go back into the MG. We've done one or two other little bits and bats as well. I'll show you those in a sec. But what we're going to be getting on with today is going to be the carburettors. Okay, so I'll show you what they look like currently, and I'll show you something that I've done already to one of the carb units. Okay, but let's have a quick look at what we are preparing to do. I'm preparing to put back on the car, and then we'll go on to the carburetors. Okay, so starting off with, we've got the fan that's all been stripped back, repainted. It's looking quite nice actually, in fairness, gotta be honest with you. Oh, if you're wondering why I've got some distilled malt vinegar, white vinegar up there, best rust remover known to man. Just get a bit of that, put all your old nasty nuts and bolts in there, leave it to soak overnight, come back to it the next day, clean as a whistle. We've got the heat shield off the carbs there. I've stripped that back. I'm not too sure whether to paint it in black or paint it back in silver, but that remains to be seen. I've got some new pipes there. We've got some breather pipe there, and in there we've got some new fuel pipe. Okay, so we've got them for that. But the main reason for this video today is the carbs, and that's how they came off the car. Not in the best shape. All right, so we've got one carb there. We've got the manifolds, spacers and associated bits and bats, but we've gone from that on the other one to that, which doesn't look too bad, does it? Let's get that out of the way. How's it going back? Yeah, that doesn't look too bad, does it? Took a bit of time, but as you can see, it don't look too shabby. So what we're going to do today is me showing you what process I went through to get it to that state. So without further ado, let's get on with getting all the rubbish and baked in filth and grime and whatnot off these carburetors, get them all polished up, looking really nice. So it's going to be a lovely feature on the vehicle, or on the engine I should say. Okay, let's get on with that, shall we? Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to basically just strip it down and get it ready so that I can then go away and get me little my pan, fill it with diesel and give it a really good clean in a diesel bath. So let's get on with that now, shall we? Okay, so there we have our carburetor all stripped down and ready for a bit of a diesel bath. Let's just have a quick look before we go down there. Well, that's a lot better than the last one. I've got to be honest with you. The last one that I've done was covered in a huge amount of crap and God knows what else. The old float there. Good working order. Not bad. Not bad, happy with that. The main body of the carb itself. Yeah. Yeah, not so bad. Not so bad. Just remember when you're taking that off that the spring does sit behind it. Okay, so it may fly out. On this occasion it didn't, so yeah, pretty easy strip down, all things considered. Okay, so let's get me little pan filled up with some diesel, and I'll just start getting all the rubbish off now. Okay, so as you've just seen, we've just given them a little bit of a bath in diesel to get all the rubbish and the gunk and God knows what else off it. So all I'm simply going to do now is give it a really good rinse down with some carb cleaner. There we go. Have a look. Yeah, we'll give it a quick rinse down with some carb cleaner, get hopefully any stubborn nasty little bits that are left in there off, and then we'll start some polishing up. So let's just give that a quick spray, and then we'll put it on the polisher. Okay, so there are our carburetor parts, all now wire wheeled with our little Dremel thing to take off all the surface crap that was on them. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move over to our polishing wheel. We're going to get them all nice and shiny and clean and looking kind of, hopefully, like that one. But we'll see how we get on. So onto the polisher. Well, there is one part of our carburetor unit all nicely polished up. I think that looks lovely, and in fairness I don't think I'm going to get it any better than that. I might give it a little bit more work, but that'll be getting done off camera, but you get the general idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to it all when I've finished polishing all the relevant pieces, and we'll put it all back together then. Okay, let's come back and we'll have a look at it then. Okay, well for now, let's crack on. Well, there we have it. Both of the SU carburetors been stripped down, been cleaned up, and we've put them all back together again. Yeah, in fairness, it did take a little bit of time. I think for both of them, probably about 4 hours. But, you know, I think looking at that, it's worth it. It is well and truly worth it. If you put a little bit of time and effort in, then, you know, the results just show for themselves. Like I say, I think both of them now look pretty decent, and like you say, they'll look really nice when they get fitted back into the car. Okay, so we need to now move onto the manifolds again. All I've got, because I don't have a parts washer, quite clearly, all I've got is a very big pan with some diesel, couple of steel brushes, brass brush, And yeah, get in there, get it done, make it look good, give it a bit of a clean up, and they do look pretty decent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack on with that now, and I'll show you what the end result looks like. Well, there we have the intake manifold for the carburettors, all done, all dusted. It actually looks pretty decent, I gotta be honest. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You've probably spent far too much time on that, John. Well, do you know what? I think it's going to be worth it. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. And the same for you lot out there. If it's worth doing, take a bit of time over it and make sure that you do it well. Because when it goes back on the vehicle, it will look absolutely fantastic. Because I personally can't wait to get that back on the engine with the two carbs and all its ancillaries. So yeah, I think I'm going to end that one there then. Well, as I just said, I'm going to call time on this one now, but as you can see just there, I've got the carb assembly all set up. It's all loosely set up just to see what it looked like, and I personally think it looks absolutely fabulous, and like I say, I can't wait to get it back onto the vehicle. But as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time out to see what it is that I'm up to. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Just hit the subscribe button. You'll get a notification as and when I put something else out, is hopefully not too far distant future. And like I say, let's keep the journey going and see how soon it is before this car actually gets back on the road. I've been at it a while now, but like I say, it's you know, just me, myself, nobody else. I'm not a mechanic, and none of these videos that I put out are how-to videos. It's just me trying to find my way through getting an old wrecked car and getting it back on the road. So if you enjoy this kind of stuff, like I say, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully see you all in the next one. Alright, take it easy, bye for now.